ready for a meaningful conversation that will help you tackle stress, avoid burnout, and build a healthier, balanced mindset in today's fast-paced world. Grab your drink and join the conversation. And now, let's dive into today's session with our host, Josh.
YouTube channel, and then for our segment, the Sit and Sip, the VA Brewing Conversations for a Healthier Mind. So we are gonna be talking about burnout. First, clarify ko lang ng konti ano yung burnout. Second, bibigyan ko kayo ng factors kung ano yung titingnan nyo, kung ano, or ano yung pwede nyo tingnan kung para malaman if nababurnout ka na ba or papunta ka na maburnout. Then lastly, bigyan ko ng tips and tricks kung paano iwasan at i-manage yung mga factors yung para hindi ka ma-burnout. So huwag na tayong patagalin to. Let's get into the first slide. So, pagod ka na pero di mo napapansin. 'Di ba? Ano siya, parang common naman siya na na pagod tayo. But it's a bit rare no na napapansin natin 'yon. Kasi, 'di ba, even nga yung stress, 'di ba, may marami tayong nakikitang post na hindi nila napapansin na stress na sila at up until umaabot na sa point na na-hospital yung iba or others even lead to worse conditions. So para malaman, para hindi tayo mapunta sa ganun, no. First is gusto mo tingnan, pwede mo tong tingnan tong tatlo. These are just 3 pero meron pang iba no na pwede. First is yung naiirita ka kaagad sa mga maliliit na bagay. So pag baka sabihin nyo, Josh, ano naman yan? Very common. Yes, very common. Di po ako mag-disagree. But, itong titingnan natin na to is somewhat specific. No? So, dahil specific siya, ang kailangan nating tingnan dito is actually yung kahit yung mga bagay na very interested tayo dati. Let's say for example, yung mga little inconveniences na hindi naman talaga nakakairita dati is bigla na lang na nakakairita sa'yo. Say for example, pinagtimpla ka ng kape ng partner mo or baka nautusan mo anak mo or say for example, may in-order kang kape from a known coffee shop. And then yung timpla, may something kulang. Say for example, kulang sa asukal, kulang sa milk, or even kulang sa kape talaga. Then you get mad at that fact. Pag ganun, pero dati you don't get triggered, pero ngayon biglang natitrigger ka sa ganun. 'Di ba? So, that's one thing that you can look at. You can ask yourself, ba't ako natitrigger ng ganun? Ano bang nangyari sa akin? If you can get that figured out all by yourself, then that's good. But if not, you might want to look into the other factors. Which brings us to the next one. Parang di mo na naiintindihan yung ginagawa mo, binabasa, pinapanood, mga task. Alam mo parang loading ka. Parang feel mo, ba't parang ang slow ko? Ba't ba parang all of a sudden parang naging parang alam mo yung parang kutsilyo na hindi na matulis. Yung parang hindi na siya same nung dati na yung performance ng tulis na iba na eh. So ganun. So pwede mo yung tingnan na factor. Ba't ba ganun ako bigla? Ganito, ganyan. Have I been getting enough sleep? Nakakatulog ba ako ng maayos? Okay ba yung kain ko? Hindi ba nadi-disrupt? Lumalabas pa ba ako? May social time pa ba ako? May me time ba ako? Ganun. You can look at those things. Next, we all say, maybe all of us have experienced this. Yung sinasabi natin na bago ako matulog, one last task na lang. Bago ako kumain, one last na lang, ito, ganyan. Yung one last na yan, alam naman natin, let's be honest, hindi natatapos yan. Except na lang dun sa mga tao na na-figure out nila kung paano iwasan to, good for them. But I think there are still a lot of us who does this na yung I'm really guilty about this, no? Kasi ayun nga, I work with YouTube and my client is on YouTube too. So basically, ang nangyayari pag yung gumagawa ko ng videos for him, siyempre gusto natin yung output natin is quality, 'di ba? Tsaka marami. Ganon. So quality first and then quantity. So nangyayari, may sinasabi ako usually na before ako matulog, sinasabi ko na isang video na lang. Ganito. Tapos I don't notice na my sleep gets sacrificed so much na oo nga, marami akong nagagawa. And napapansin ko din nagda-drop yung quality. The quality starts dropping off until umabot na talaga sa point na parang naano na ako, parang nagbe-brain fog ka na, hindi mo na naintindihan yung ginagawa mo, then you eventually go to sleep. So, kaya yun, actually, dahil nga sa guilt ko na to, no, and bakit ko napili itong topic na to, kasi I think I'm about to go into this na naman. Kasi I've already been burned out before and I don't wanna go back to that to that time. And currently kasi I'm also adjusting my sleep schedule kasi I usually work graveyards kahit wala namang sala akong schedule, but I usually work yung graveyard shift, but ngayon sinisikap ko na hindi na ako mag-graveyard. Let's say I start working pag like morning, and then mapuputol siya, and then afternoon naman. So ganun yung plano ko. Kaya I'm sharing this with you kasi ayun nga, ayoko din na mapunta kayo like ma-burnout kayo ganun. So para may hint na kayo na sleep is one of the most important things para hindi ma-burnout. So let's go to the third slide. Ay, just before we go through that paano. Since I think yung tatlong spotting factors is very konti lang yung nabigay ko. Ano ba ibang spotting factors ng burnout? Ganito. This might be confusing and this might brew some parang questions. Hindi naman ganito ganyan. Parang hindi naman yan sign of burnout. One good sign of burnout is yung hindi mo na alam na pagod ka. Like, obviously, when we get physically tired, alam natin yun, feel natin yun, we can't deny it na, ay, I'm so inaantok ako, I want coffee, ganito, ganyan. That is physical na pagod. But yung pagod inside, yung mental pagod talaga na, tawag mo dyan, kahit di ba yung tipo na nakaupo lang tayo, we're doing our task, ganyan. And then, you feel tired na, hindi yung sleepy type of tired. Hindi yung inaantok ka, ganyan. You just like feel parang spaced out, parang totally blank yung utak mo, and then your tasks seem to be harder and harder, kahit paulit-ulit lang naman sana yun. Parang ganun. So that's one of the things you need to look out for. Yung pagod na hindi mo na-feel, and you can look you can see that yung hindi mo na feel na mayroon siya physical manifestation. So once you feel the physical manifestations, like ayun nga, you tend to space out. Yung sinabi ko kanina, parang ganun siya. Isa to sa mga nanonotice ko na mahirap, no? Yung mag-acknowledge na pagod na yung utak natin, ganun. So wag na natin hintayin na yung utak natin mismo ang mag-decide na mag-surrender. Let's rest. Alright? One more thing about burnout is also communication. Pag biglang ka na, bakit communication? Kasi ito, ako may partner ako, and then syempre I also have my own family, my mother, my siblings, my grandmother, ganyan. Isa sa binabantayan ko is ganito. Alam mo yung pag nag-uusap kayo, parang hindi ka masyado nakaka-engage kasi hindi dahil sa wala ka sa mood, ganun. But hindi ka masyado nakaka-engage kasi parang nahihirapan kang sumakay sa topic, or dahil ito yung topic na hindi ka masyado makasakay kasi parang yung brain mo naiiwan. Parang ayaw ng brain mo sumali sa isang active na conversation kasi alam ng utak mo na magpa-process naman sa information. So pinipigilan ka niya na sumali. Parang hanggang ka na, ganito, ganyan. Isa din yan sa mga factors na kailangan nating tingnan. And also, I could suggest na let's listen to the people around us, like parents, could be siblings, even our like kung may anak na kayo, you could listen to them, and you could also listen to your friends or co-workers, like co-VAs na nasa community, ganyan. You could listen. Kasi they are usually the people who will see you will see the things na hindi natin nakikita. Na like may ginagawa na pala tayong ganito or nagiging ganito na pala tayo, but we can't see it. Kasi ayun nga, tayo yung gumagawa, tayo yung doer ng action, so mahirap siya i-spot. So next is, bakit ba to nangyayari? So all across the globe, iba-iba po tayo ng na kumbaga ng standards or ng benchmarks for this. So I'll be somewhat specific for the Filipinos, no. Actually, Filipinos doesn't acknowledge burnout talaga. Like parang hindi naman totally but hindi natin usually ina-acknowledge. So lalo na dati nung wala pa yung masyadong mga mental health awareness, 'di ba usually sinasabi na pag napagod ka, ay pahinga mo lang yan, tulog mo lang yan, shot mo lang yan, ganito ganyan. Pero ngayon, I'm very happy at least we already have this mental health awareness for everyone, no? Na at least now we could now acknowledge properly what now we are stressed, we are burned out, we don't have our social batteries running out ng ganun, which is good. But you need to know this. Burnout doesn't always look dramatic. It's the same way with it's almost the same way with depression na 'di ba? Ewan ko if narinig niyo na to and if you know this guys, depression is not always a sad face. So ganun siya. That's why you really need to look out for yourself on this one. Kasi again, it's not noticeable kaya possible talaga siya na ma-overlook, possible na madala tayo sa ay pahinga ko lang to, itulog ko lang to, ano ko lang to. So it's not like that. So kahit pa hindi siya halata, we always need to check ourselves. We always need to hindi naman always, but we need to listen to our surroundings and the people in our surroundings. Kung may mga pagbabago ba, may mga negative shifts ba sa behavior natin, ganito ganyan. Kasi baka burnout ka na, pero hanggang ngayon di mo pa alam. So iwasan natin yan. So, yung obvious na burnout is syempre pagod, like super pagod. Yung pagod na tipong yun nga, slow na yung brain function mo, yung pagod na tipong it crosses boundaries na. Hindi na yun siya yung tipong pagod na yung manageable. Ganun. Tapos, alam mo yung feeling na pagod na yung utak mo, pagod pa yung katawan mo, ganun. So, wag na nating palalain talaga. So, next, meron tayong question, no? We have a question and you can answer this in yourself. Like, sa sarili lang. You can ask this in silence while ako ginagawa ko to usually pag ako lang mag-isa dito sa room ko or even before I take a bath, I usually ask myself this question. Am I really okay? Or sanay lang ba talaga ako mapagod? Ganon. So, what's the value of this question? What's the catch? So, if your answer to that question is you are really okay, then good for you. But if your answer to that question is parang doubtful ka and then you actually or you eventually think na oo, sanay lang ako mapagod, then that is something that you need to take action of. Kasi if you ask me, Josh, okay lang ba yung sanay kang pagod? So, may wala ka man sa hindi, syempre, the obvious answer is hindi po maganda yung sanay kang pagod. Siguro, sanay kang active, pwede. Pero kung sabihin mo sa akin na sanay ka ng mapagod, that's not actually, kumbaga, a good sign. And with that, kailangan nating mag-take ng action. Kailangan na nating, kumbaga, mag-self-check talaga na para malaman mo na you really need to do something. Kasi ito ba't ko always sinasabi na wag na nating hintayin pa, wag mo nang hintayin na nandun ka na sa final point. It's ganito kasi yan. Pag once na nandun ka na sa, kumbaga nasa finish line ka na ng burnout, it's gonna be way harder. Mas mahirap po mag-recover pag nandun ka na. Pag burnout ka na, there could be a lot of things that would happen kasi magba-branch out yun. Siyempre, alam naman natin yun. Pag napagod ng todo utak mo, alam natin na pwedeng may physical manifestations yun. Pwede kang, bumaba health mo, immunity mo, ganito, ganyan. Maraming mga bagay po. I can't discuss them all. So, wag mo nang paabutin sa ganun. Kasi ako, ilang beses na ako nakita ng VA dito na nagpo-post na I should have taken care of my health better, ganito, ganyan. Siguro, sa akin din, naisip ko na, what if burnout lang ba yun? Burnout lang pala. And then, nahayaan lang. Like, binawi-bawi lang sa tulog lang ako, ganito, ganyan. Eto I also want to point this out. Sleep is very important. But I know na majority sa atin is graveyard shift. So, we can sleep naman in the morning. Yes. Ito yun. Sleep is very important but sleep doesn't fix everything. So, ano pa bang pwede mo idagdag? Ito, ituturo ko sa next slide. But, I am saying this para malaman nyo na yung tulog po is in itself already big, but it's not complete. It's not like a one size fits all solution para sa mga dinadamdam natin, 'di ba? Ito yung malaking proof niyan before ako mag-move sa next. Ito yung malaking proof niyan. When you are sad, like let's just say you experience a really really sad event or traumatic event or whatever. Basta sad, like very sad event yung napapaiyak ka, gito ganyan. Pag natulog ka ngayon, pagkagising mo bukas, there is still a big possibility you will still cry tomorrow. So, basically, what does that say? Sleeping alone doesn't fix that. So, meron tayong gagawin pa on top of sleeping para we can solve that problem. So, let me move on to the next slide. So, what can we do? First is hindi ako magsasabing you need kasi iba-iba tayo. And I acknowledge that we all have our individual differences. First is we can set small boundaries. For example, turn off notifications, DND obviously. Set a work cut-off time if possible. Stick to your schedule. Pag work. Pag rest. Right? And ito, medyo mahirap to. But if you are blessed enough, then say no when needed. Find your recharge rituals. Dito magkakaiba talaga tayo. Pwede coffee break, pwede journaling. Journaling, I think, a bit rare. Quick walks, which is very nauuso ngayon. Or just lying down with music, whatever helps you pause. And then when I say pause, like literally pause. Like wag yung break, hindi ganun. Pause, like literal na parang stopping yung job nyo muna, then taking rest, taking a really good rest. Next, check in with yourself regularly. Hindi po ito yung check-in sa hotel. But check in yourself. Like, how am I really doing today? Okay lang ba talaga ako? And answer honestly. Alright? Answer honestly kahit sa kokote lang. Kahit, let's just ask like, alam mo yun, parang mindful talking to yourself. Ganon. Next, take guilt-free pauses. So, ganito. For example, ito sa case ko to I need to, say for example, yung task ko ngayon is I need to create or I need to upload 15 videos per day. Now, that sounds easy, right? Yung task sounds easy, but I'm not gonna go into the details. Hindi po siya like super easy. So, meron talagang may brain power talaga na nakukonsume dun. So, what I do is I cut the task. So, merong 7 sa first half ng shift. And then, sa second half ng shift ko, is also 7 din. So, that's gonna be 14. Then, means dinadagdagan ko na lang. So, obviously, anong ginagawa ko dun sa middle part? So, I rest. Even if hindi pa tapos yung work ko. So, if possible, if as much as you can, rest. Try chunking your tasks together. Then, rest in between. Always remember that. And, isa pa, ito, gusto ko rin malaman nyo to. When you rest between, tasks, you get better at what you're doing din. Kasi your brain gets its break, kumbaga, when you're doing this. And this one is just to top the cherry off. Celebrate small wins as much as possible. No? Finished, even as simple as finishing an email, that already counts. You showed up to your work, then that's already big. So, no matter what kind of achievement it is, as much as possible, if you can, reward yourself for it. Para your brain gets that satisfaction, and you also get the satisfaction that you are doing good. All right. So the next is rest is a need, not a reward. Basically, I think all of us knows this, but we tend to forget. Kasi I usually hear people saying na matutulog talaga ako na maayos after nitong task, I deserve it. Maggaganito talaga ako, I deserve it. Actually, when we talk about the rest again, kasi tao tayo eh. Kailangan talaga natin ng pahinga. Kailangan talaga natin ng pahinga. It's not something na yung deserve lang natin. Kailangan natin yun. Kaya nga, you cannot actually work. There's no job na yung nasa kontrata talaga ha, nasa kontrata na nakastate na 24 hours ka magtatrabaho. Kasi humans need to rest. No? Humans need to rest. Kaya yun. So, wag mo nang hintayin na ubos ka na, dun ka pa magte-take ng break. Ganon. Wag mo hintayin na sobrang pagod ka na, hindi mo na maintindihan sarili mo, tsaka yung ginagawa mo, dun ka pa magpapahinga. Wag mong hintayin na yung umiiyak ka na sa harap ng monitor mo or parang medyo feel mo nagsispace out ka na, dun ka pa magpapahinga. Wag na po natin paabutin doon. Oh, no? Always make sure kahit yung break, that counts. No? Be DND, obviously. Set a workout of time, if possible. Follow, stick to your schedule. Pag work. Pag rest. Right? And ito, medyo mahirap to. But if you are blessed enough, then say no when needed. Find your recharge rituals. Dito magkakaiba talaga tayo. Pwede coffee break, pwede journaling. Journaling, I think, is a bit rare. Quick walks, which is very nauuso ngayon. Or just lying down with music, whatever helps you pause. And then when I say pause, like literally pause. Like wag yung break, hindi ganun. Pause, like literal na parang stopping yung job niyo muna, then taking rest, taking a really good rest. Next, check in with yourself regularly. Hindi po ito yung check-in sa hotel. But checking yourself, like, how am I really doing today? And okay lang ba talaga ako? And answer honestly. Alright? Answer honestly kahit sa kokote lang. Kahit, let's just ask, like, alam mo yun, parang mindful talking to yourself. Ganon. Next, take guilt-free pauses. So, ganito. For example, ito sa case ko to I need to, say for example, yung ano ko ngayon, yung task ko ngayon is I need to create or I need to upload 15 videos per day. Now, that sounds easy, right? Yung task sounds easy, but I'm not gonna go into the details. Hindi po siya like super easy. So, meron talagang may brain power talaga na nakukonsume dun. So, what I do is I cut the task. So, merong 7 sa first half ng shift. And then, sa second half ng shift ko is also 7 din. So, that's gonna be 14. Then, means dinadagdagan ko na lang. So, obviously, anong ginagawa ko doon sa middle part? So, I rest even if hindi pa tapos yung work ko. So, if possible, if as much as you can, rest. Try chunking your tasks together. Then, rest in between. Always remember that. And, isa pa, ito, gusto ko rin malaman nyo to. When you rest between, tasks, you get better at what you're doing din. Kasi, your brain gets its break, kumbaga, when you're doing this. And this one is just to top the cherry off. Celebrate small wins as much as possible. No, finish, even as simple as finishing an email, that already counts. You showed up to your work, then that's already big. So no matter what kind of achievement it is, as much as possible, if you can, reward yourself for it. Para your brain gets that satisfaction, and you also get the satisfaction that you are doing good. All right. So the next is rest is a need, not a reward. Basically, I think all of us knows this, but we tend to forget. Kasi I usually hear people saying na matutulog talaga ako na maayos after nitong task, I deserve it. Maggaganito talaga ako, I deserve it. Actually, when we talk about the rest again, kasi tao tayo eh. Kailangan talaga natin ng pahinga. It's not something na yung deserve lang natin. Kailangan natin yun. Kaya nga, you cannot actually work. There's no job na yung nasa kontrata talaga nasa kontrata na nakastate na 24 hours ka magtatrabaho. Kasi humans need to rest. No? Humans need to rest. Kaya yun. So, wag mo nang hintayin na ubos ka na, dun ka pa magte-take ng break. Ganon. Wag mo hintayin na sobrang pagod ka na, hindi mo na maintindihan sarili mo, tsaka yung ginagawa mo, doon ka pa magpapahinga. Huwag mong hintayin na yung umiiyak ka na sa harap ng monitor mo or parang medyo feel mo nagsispace out ka na, doon ka pa magpapahinga. Huwag na po natin paabutin doon. Oh, no? Always make sure kahit yung break, that counts. No? Be observant sa breaks while on duty, and then make sure to have resting time after duty. So, you really need to rest. Hindi man ngayon, even though Friday, hindi man ngayon, but on the day off, on the days that you can rest so you don't get reset the hard way. Kasi mas mahirap yung reset. Pag ikaw na reset, delikado tayo dyan. So, that brings me to the to the last slide. Push, pause, progress. And that is the real cycle. Why? When you push, obviously, you're gonna be tired. And then when you're tired, you don't push harder. What you need to do is you need to pause and then gain the strength and then progress. Bakit hindi push yung last part? Kasi we are bound for greater things. No? We are bound for things na even bigger sa compared sa kung ano meron tayo ngayon. Or better. Ganyan. So how are we supposed to reach that if we just keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and not acknowledging yung human needs natin, yung rest natin? Always remember, pag hindi ka nagpahinga, sisingilin ka ng katawan mo one day. Then pag siningil ka ng katawan mo, ito yung malala. Buti pa yung utang kasi pag yung utang naningil, alam mo magkano ibabayad mo. Alam mo na may utang kang 1K, 1K lang ibabayad mo. That's better than pag ang katawan naningil, di natin alam kung magkano ang ibabayad natin. Hindi natin alam ano exactly ang isisingil. Kaya, huwag na po natin paabutin dun, guys. Always remember, rest. Pag pwede rest, alam ko, iba-iba tayo ng mga stress management techniques. Ako, for example, kikita nyo mga gitara sa likod, yan yung stress management techniques ko. And I do it every shift. Before ako like, I turn on my computer and then, I usually take one of my guitars out or kung ano mang trip ko gawin, then I do it before shift, like mga 15 minutes before ako mag-work. I just play the guitar or listen to music, ganyan, to get my brain going, to get my brain the space it needs to work. So, ganun siya. Always acknowledge yung physical na pagod, always acknowledge yung mental na pagod, and as always, don't forget na you are worthy and then you deserve the good rest that you need. So, that's all for our segment ngayong gabi. Thank you sa inyo guys sa pagkikinig. Always remember na hustle hard, but never forget to rest and to listen to yourself and to your surroundings also. So again, this is Josh of No One Asked coming at you with Sit and Sip, the VA Brew, brewing conversations for a healthier mind. See you sa next segment natin, and if ever, kindly comment down below kung may mga suggestions kayo or you have topics na gusto niyo pag-usapan natin regarding mental health awareness or mental health, and then
That's a wrap on today's episode of Sit and Sip, brewing conversations for a healthier mind. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more insightful talks, and don't forget to prioritize your mental health. Catch us next time, and keep sipping. Only here on the VA Radio. Keep it light.
With the VA Radio boosting your scene. It's the VA Radio where you wanna be.